Hi friends, this is Laukumar. Welcome to my second online tutorial regarding web development. Today I'm gonna cover the complete basics of dynamic Fusion HTML like forms and input tags and buttons. I'm sure you enjoy this tutorial and getting some knowledge about how we can place the contact forms, registrations and login forms in website. So let's do. So welcome to forms, HTML forms. Element defines a form that is used to collect user input. Okay, form elements are different types: input fields, text fields, checkboxes, radio buttons and submit buttons and etc. An input tag element is the most important form element, can be displayed in several ways depending on the type attribute. Input type equals, if input type equals to text, then defines one line text input field. If input type equals to radio button, then it defines a radio button for selecting any choice. Like example, if suppose it is a registration form, then it asks gender, whether male or female. For that cases, we can use radio button. Input type checkboxes. Checkboxes means we can select more than one checkbox, so we can put as checkbox input type for selecting many choices. If input type equal to password means it defines the password field, which defaultly it's circles. The text will be in circles. If input type equals to email, in HTML5 newly introduced a tag called email tag. And second one, input type equals to date. For example, for registration purpose, we require a date of registration and date of joining. For all these kinds, we require a registration date. No, for this kind of applications, we can use that input type equals to date. And input type equals to number. Number means, for example, you use the phone number and any kind of things regarding to the mathematical operations. If input type equals to file, this one, if you upload any file or photo or any kind of file uploading, we can use that as a type equals to file. And finally, after completing all the operations, we use the input type equals submit button, which is used to submit the form. And we discuss about form field. Form field contains three attributes: name, action, method and encrypted type. Depending on these attributes, the operations to be performed at a backend. Action attribute. In this attribute, we give a file name as a file name of server pages for storing data in backend databases. For example, if we give an action at equals to some, we given a server pages called .php or .jsp or .asp. These are the server pages. We can transfer the input fields into the server pages via the action tag. And second one is a method attribute. It contains two types: get method and post method. A default browser is using get method. So we got a question where we can use the get method and where we can use a post method. See the example. The default method we submitting form data is get method. And second one, however, when get method is used to submit form data, will be visible to the page address field. It will be visible to the address field. I show you later. And it has some limitations. We can only send up to 1024 characters only. And we discussed about what is post. Always use post if the form data contains a sensitive or personal information. The post method does not display the submit from form data in the page's address field. So it sends the input fields values at a backend. It does not depend on the address field. So examples like password field, these kind of operations you can use by using a method called post. And an advantage of post method when compared to the get method is post method has no limitations. We can send any large amount of data. And finally, we talk about input field contains mainly two important attributes called name and ID attribute. We have many attributes like size, max length and also rows, columns, but mainly we use it about two for transferring data to server pages or from the validations in JavaScript. We will discuss JavaScript in upcoming videos, no worry. So now let's design a form. For looking good in browser, I using table. In that I given enter your name. In that form, in that given as type equals to text. And see, observe clearly. Enters father name, same type equals to text. This is the registration page. And gender, here gender we can we have male or female, no? For that we can use radio button. If you want to select only one, either male or female, then give the name as same. If you give the name as same, then it forms a radio group. Either male or female only should selected. If you given us different one, both should be selected. So be careful in this type of situations. And for example, if anyone asks if you have a vehicle, so mention a bike or car. If we have both, we can mention both. So these kind of applications we can use checkbox to tick the both vehicles. And input type equals email. This is the newly introduced in HTML5, I said no before. And date of registration. A type equals to date. When we run a browser, you understand what actually performing. And create a username which is similarly to type equals to text, and create password. This is the type equals to password, which sends the data in encrypted form to the server pages. And upload photo here. Input type equals to file. When giving this input type equals to file, it searches when we give an input type equals to file, it creates some button. When we click on that, it asks for upload any of the file, like photos or PDF files or text files, anything. In backend we can restrict the file as photos or PDFs what we required. We can upload any kind of files. And finally, text area. This is the another important tag called text area, generally used for sending messages or comments or any queries. Okay, I am giving this is the another important attribute called placeholder. If you don't want to write upload photo here, these kind of things, we can just write simply as placeholder, and placeholder enter your message. This is the hint to the particular text area. And finally, input type equals submit, value equals submit, and closes the form and table. And all this alignment I place at center. While running browser, you understand what's actually happening. See guys, this is the form. They're giving name as Kumar Narayana. And see here, clicking male or female. Only one should be clicked. If suppose you give as a gender here, for male if you give as gender equals to gender 1, and for female you can give it gender equals to gender 2. If you run it, then see both should be selected. This is not actually what we want. So better to use gender and same name. This forms a radio group and selects only one. This will also help not only in gender but also in cases of if you want to design some quiz application, select only one choice. For that also we can use the same name. You can select only one, not the remaining choices. And let's continue. And we have vehicle. I have bike and I also have car. So tick the both. If you have bike or anything, you have tick one. And email is also give any kind of email. And registration, and see here I give you input type equals to date. If you click on that one, it shows the date. If you select any of the date, this is the date of registration. This is the beauty of HTML5. It is introduced newly into the HTML. And create username, some lava, and password. And this is the password which is the encrypted form, and send it to the server pages. And we can from that we can get the password and we can store in the databases. This will discuss in separate chapter or separate classes. And here given upload files here. No? When we click on that, we can upload any kind of files. If you have image, you can upload image. If you have anything, you can upload. I have image. I just open and see. Here you can observe the what you actually upload. Okay. And next one is some text here. See, this is the this is the hint to the text area. If you click on that, hi, hello, see, it automatically disappears. When we remove it, it automatically appears. So this is the importance of placeholder. If you don't want to enter your name, enter father name, all the stuff, you can give you simply placeholder equals to enter your name. This will and that will appears here. And finally, submit button. If you click on submit button, it goes to the particular page what we requested. See, I'll show you where see, in action you mention any of the .php or .asp or .jsp pages, and it transfer to that particular page. And defaultly I'm giving method equals to get method. I'll just submit it. What happens, see, by using get method equals get. See, by using get method is totally appended here only. See, I given a password. See what I'm showing. I given password equals to something. It's also showing the address field. If this is not right, if suppose if any application is designed by using get method, so don't use the sensitive data like passwords. So if suppose if you use a method in place of method get uses post method, then just run it. Just run it. It's time to take all the fields to fill all the fields. Wait. Wait, what's up? Sorry, I didn't save. For timing, I just filled only two values only. If you click on submit button, see, it didn't append at the address field. So for sensitive data, you should use only the post method. For normal registration purpose, without any passwords, without any sensitive data, you can use the get method. It has limitation only 1024 characters. So this is the end of this tutorial, guys. I posted this complete HTML file into my blog called lovatechzone.blogspot.in. If you want more examples on forms, then please refer w3schools.com, my suggestion, because I learn in that website only. So in the next video we will be more focused on CSS and most interesting thing, how to apply parallax to the websites. If you know how to apply parallax to the websites, that's it. Your website looks very premium and very attractive. So if you like the video, then please don't forget to subscribe for more videos and latest updates. If you have any doubts, then feel free to comment. Thank you.